Hello everyone and welcome back. Now, DMAX ARTICUNO is in raids right after Max Monday, and I wanted to give it a go on how to duo it without any max mushrooms. Now, you can do it. I'm going to give you a whole guide. Now, you might be noticing, why isn't there any gameplay of the actual duo fight? Well, it's because I forgot to record it because this took me 12 attempts. I tried to record each attempt, but each of them ended up being so long that I honestly would just fill up my phone storage. So instead, I've got live footage of my Pokemon Go account to showcase my team, and I'll let you know the strategy, and I'll see might show some footage. I didn't even end up catching the bird. They're really hard to catch in my opinion, so I ended up having my brother trade his to me. So thanks to my brother, we did manage to duo it. Now I'll let you know what his team was and what my team was and what the strategy is to how you guys can do it. First, let me show you what my team is. So my team consists of my DMAX Excadrill, which as you can see is almost level 50, which is my DPS and shield. So we've got DMAX and we've got level 2 max guard and level 2 max steel spike. Now the moves that you want are Metal Claw and Rock Slide for that one. Then I've got my healer, which will be my Metagross with level 1 max spirit, but you don't even need a healer. I didn't even end up using the heal on this. And then I'm also used another Metagross. So I used 2 Metagross and a Excadrill. Now you can very easily substitute these 2 Metagross out for a Gigantamax Lapras, or you could just end up using 3 Metagross or 3 of this guy. Now, what did the strategy end up being? My brother had a very similar team. He had the exact same team as me, but they were all underpowered. Like, they were all almost half the CP as all of my ones because, well, he doesn't really have the Stardust or the candies because he doesn't play Pokemon Go as much. So, the strategy is, step 1, get your shields up. Have a minimum of 2 shields after every single rotation. So, for example, use 3 shields at the beginning. That's how you always start off. Then, make sure you go through and keep 2 shields up at all times. Now, the move that you're looking for to fight Articuno is actually Ancient Power or Triple Axle. If you have Blizzard, Hurricane, Ice Beam, don't try it. It's ridiculous. Hurricane will just one-shot you. Blizzard will just one-shot you. Even if you're resistant to it, it will just absolutely plow through your HP. So my highly recommended advice is definitely go for Triple Axle or Ancient Power, and always make sure to dodge. Always dodge. If you miss one, it might just end up being the difference between you winning and losing. So why did this take me so many attempts? Well, I didn't actually have a max mushroom, and that's what everyone recommends to do the duo, but it ended up taking me a long time because I ended up just trying to do attempts when I didn't have Triple Axle or Ancient Power just to see if it was doable. Unfortunately, it isn't really doable when you're doing it. I bet there is a chance that you can do it, but it'll just make it so much easier. So make sure to do Triple Axle or Ancient Power. Just keep resetting until you get it. Now, as for the strategy, just obviously keep your 2 shields up and attacking, but when you realize when you're out of shields, because you will get to a point in this fight where it says the Pokemon's getting desperate, which means they're going to do far more damage and they're going to be attacking a bit more often. So what you want to do is when you see that they're going to attack, swap to Pokemon that isn't very useful, much like this DPS Metagross, because it doesn't have anything powered up. So use that as literally just your bullet sponge just for a second, and then swap back to your Excadrill when it has a shield up. So, another thing is, even with Rock Slide, don't use your charge attacks. Don't use them. Do not use your charge attacks. Now, this might seem like a really weird piece of advice, but it's actually been proven that just spamming your fast moves charges up your max meter more, and you're going to be doing all your damage from your Dynamax attacks and all of your damage from your fast attacks. Do not use your charge moves, it's a waste of time, and also it generates less energy, and it can actually lock you in an animation, which could end up being the life or death from dodging. So that could end up being really bad for you, and you could end up dying. You can see the dog in the background. She's just chilling. But, no, I did end up getting it. He ended up trading his to me. It did end up being absolutely horrible IVs, but I don't really care. I'm just very happy that I could get one done. Will I be doing it again? Probably not. It's not really worth it when I have, as you can see, I have plenty of Gigantamax Lapras. I'm probably going to try and mirror trade with people in the future, which I currently haven't done. But yeah, not very worth it in my opinion. But if you don't have a Cryonicle, then definitely try and do an Articuno just in time for a Moltres, which is coming out next week, which I will also, no, not Moltres, Zapdos, which I'll try to do next week. And, well, that's all the advice I can really give you guys. Is it worth it in my opinion? No, I wouldn't really bother. It is free, technically speaking. Like, don't use all your resources on this. Like, if you have a decent team like my brother had, he just evolved his Pokemon, didn't even power them up. So as long as you have like spare candies from like Beldum, Comday, or doing Dynamax Dual Berets before Wild Area, definitely I recommend doing it because the rewards are nice. But is it worth spending the 45 minutes or to an hour of me sitting on a bench outside trying to get this done? Not really. No, it's not really worth it. But that's all I can give you guys to help duo this thing. So let me know if you can do it in the comments. And people have soloed this before, so if you're one of those monsters that want to buy 400 coins and do the max mushroom, then go ahead, be my guest, and let me know how you do. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.